Hey guys, Gary here from myCRMSIM. So I just want to show you, this is an advanced version of our database reactivation. So using OpenAI and some custom code to vary the time. Now you may or may not already be familiar with our drip campaign, the random split test, where we put all the leads in, you've got drip modes, we split them, then we randomize the time with some more drip modes, and then we have variations of the same message going out. So this way we're varying the time and we're varying the message that goes out to people, all right? Now, this one I'm going to show you here is a more advanced version of this, using custom actions and GPTs to completely vary the time and randomize the message every time as well. If you're not comfortable with what I'm going to show you in the advanced version, you can stick with this one. It will work fine, but this one can give you it will just give you complete variation in your messaging. All right. Now, same thing again, we will just drop all our leads in here. You'll manage that through the settings. All right, so set this as the contact time zone. Specific time, we'll send those through normal business hours, whether it's 8 to 6, 9 to 5, 9 to 7, and then days of the week. Don't be sending messages at 2 o'clock in the morning to people. Now, if we go to the builder, we go through here, so you can assign to a user or you can remove that if you don't need to do that. But our first point here is we're going to drip one in every couple of minutes. You can adjust this to whatever the time variant is for, if it's a new SMS or, sorry, a new SIM card, you might want to adjust that up a little bit and say, hey, I'm only going to do it every 7 minutes because it's brand new. Just adjust that according to wherever you're at with your SIM card. Now, the next part here is the custom code. All right, now this custom code here, what this is doing is it's taking the current time and date and it's going to add somewhere a random number between 0 and 60 to that time and date. All right, so the way this works, and the one that we've got in here, if you know your time zone and you know the difference in the time, you could just update the code here. All right, I can't explain this code to you because I can't write it, but I'm going to show you how we did write it. All right, you can write your own. So you can either, like I said, you can either just adjust this here or you can write your own code. Now, if you want to write your own code, if you go here to the comment bubble on here, now this is the prompt used to create the random time for Australian Eastern Standard Time. Adjust to use your time zone and redo the custom code. The prompt is give the actual AEST date and time plus 1 to 60 seconds more, randomly choose the number of seconds. All right, that's the prompt, just that bit. You would adjust this. So I've got Australian Eastern Standard Time, AEST. You adjust that for whatever the time zone is that you are in, all right? So you're going to need to copy this. It is a bit of a pain. This is just a high-level thing, but if you go to edit, I would click in here. If you hit Control-A, copy the whole thing. I've got a notepad on another screen. I'm just going to paste that into a notepad on another screen. All right, and then I can just copy back out the bit that I want. So I'm just copying this part out of it. It's not easy to do that in this model here. If you just keep clicking on it like I've just done there, you'll find it zooms in and you'll just be back and forth and it's really quite annoying. So I've got that little bit that I want. Now, I need to adjust this. So I'm going to say build with AI and I'm going to give it the prompt. So give the actual AST date and time plus 1 to 60 seconds more, randomly choose the number of seconds. Again, put the prompt in here and then adjust that for your time zone. Hit generate. It's going to take a few seconds. All right, it's going to write a bit of code for you. Here we go. And then this has got my time zone in here. If you put yours in, it will adjust. If your code looks a bit different to this, okay, don't worry. We have found that it can generate the code in different ways at different times. There's obviously plenty of different ways to write code. We're not writing the code. AI is writing the code and it might decide to write it and look differently. So if you get code that looks different to this, don't worry too much. All right, it should still work. Just check it, or you might just write your own prompt again. Okay, but let AI write the code. It will do that for you. Okay, now I'm going to cancel that because I don't need to redo my one. So that's the first part. So as it drips through, person who hits here, it's going to set the time, the current time, plus a random 60-second amount. Okay, now this here is going to wait now for whatever the time is up here for the person to come through. So it's going to look for the custom code 1 output result. So basically all that's doing is saying, all right, whoever's in here, wait for the time that's set against that person. All right. And once that time has released, the wait event time will actually drop them through to the next step. Okay. If it doesn't make too much sense and you're not following along, don't worry too much. Just build it, test it. You'll see how it works when you look in the execution logs. You'll see people run through. Now, what we've done here, and you do not have to do this, I would recommend that you go one way or the other. We've put in two options in here, all right? There is a path A and a path B. I would recommend that you use one or the other. Now, path A, what we've done here is to mimic what we recommend in our snapshot, which is that we send two messages, sort of like an introduction message, and then the one that's actually asking them if they're interested in the offer. All right, this is a more personalized way of sending out text messages. People don't generally send one text message or a block text message. They generally send a short one, little introduction, and then they say, hey, are you interested in, or hey, we're doing this at the weekend, would you like to come? Whatever it might be. As humans, we generally send quick, short texts. All right, so we would recommend following this same path. The disadvantages of that are that you're going to have two custom GPTs that you're going to have to make sure that you map, and you will end up paying 2 premium actions. I think I did mention at the start, I've forgotten because I'm redoing this video again because something went wrong the first time. This does involve premium actions, so every time you fire one of these, you'll use a premium action. It's $10 for 10,000 premium actions at the time of doing this video, so it's 0.1 cents, I think it is, or 0.01 cents, sorry, 1/10 of a cent to use a premium action. Now, if we're going to do 2 messages, all right, and as I said, I'd recommend that you pick one or the other, remove the split and pick your way that you want to go. Our first message here, this is where you need to be pretty good with the prompts, okay? So our first message is just going to be the introduction part. Okay, so your job is to write the first part of a message for a database reactivation campaign. This message will be sent via SMS, so make it short. Objective is to see if they're interested in our new offer. Your message just needs to greet the contact using their first name, which is contact first name, remind them who it is that's reaching out, location name, simply tell them we have a great deal on new plans for myCRMSIM this month. All right, obviously you're going to adjust this to whatever your offer is. Do not add any website URLs in the message. Do not do that. Do not mention any details about the offer in the message. Don't want them to do that. So here's some examples for it. Now, as it goes through here, it's going to create a message based on your prompt here. Again, you need to be creative and be comfortable with your prompting to make sure that you can get this to work well, because this has got to sync into the next message that you're going to send, all right? But once it's done that, the SMS module here is going to get the ChatGPT 11 response, which is this one. So see, it's number 11 from here. We're going to grab that response and we're going to send that as our first text message. Then we're going to wait 3 seconds. All right, so we're going to wait for a few seconds, and then we're going to send our second part. So we've got another GPT, and this is where this becomes a little bit trickier when you're doing 2 messages, because you've got to make sure that they follow on from each other. So this GPT doesn't really know what this one's written exactly. Okay, so we're going to have to tell it. We're going to tell it what it's doing. So your job is to write the second part of a message of a database reactivation campaign. This message will be sent via SMS, so make it short, same as before. This is the first part of the message they've already received. Do not repeat this, all right? Now, this here is basically what that message is going to say. This isn't going to be exactly it, because this is going to be doing a custom every time. But if we give it this message, because we know that's pretty much what it's doing, which is the introduction, who it's from, the location, we've got a great deal on XYZ, it's got context. So now it's got context as, oh, okay, this is what was sent to them the first time. All right. Now, this is the offer. So we're going to put our offer in here for a limited time only. Here's what all the deals are, all the offer information. Hurry, this won't last long. But we do not want to tell them the offer or where to get it. Just ask them if they would like to hear more about the offer. Do not mention any details about the offer in the message. Do not say hi or something similar to the client to say his or her name. You already did that in the first message, all right? So again, test this, because you obviously don't want the first message to go out and say, hey, just wondering if you're interested, or hey, first name, just wondering if you're interested in our offer. And then the second one to be going, hey, first name, just wanted to see if you're interested in our offer, and something similar, putting their name in it again. It's going to be weird, all right? So this is where you just need to be a little bit more consistent or tight with your prompting in here. So we're going to give it some example. We're going to give it an example here. We're running some amazing deals with myCRMSIM this month. Can I send you the details? All right. So we want to keep it fairly short. All right. Now, then that one we'll send out as the second GPT response, and then you're done. Now you can obviously continue that. You can add follow-ups. You can add wait steps in here. Use more GPTs. Customize that. Send whatever you want afterwards as well. Okay. So that's one way of doing it, by splitting up the messages. The other path, as I've said, this one's just a single message. So this one just says your job is to write a message for the database reactivation, keep it short. And then we're going to say, here's an example. We've got a great offer coming your way. This is the offer for a limited time. We'll give you one product equal value of any two purchased, some restrictions. Do not tell them the offer or where to get it. Just ask them if like a voucher to apply with S. So again, you've got to prompt this to your offer, okay? And then here's some examples that we're going to give it. So just go through, test that, test your prompting, and test before you send that out, because once you send it out, it's going to just do lots and lots of variants of that and use a completely customized message to each one as it goes out. So if you're not comfortable with this, again, go back, jump over to the standard database reactivation that we've got. I'm just going to pause this video actually just to make sure that everybody is aware. Actually, I'll bring it in of our, I'll just bring this down, message buddy. So we do have this as well in our support desk. So if you're not comfortable with using the ChatGPT modules in here, you can use our conversation buddy. Oh, where's that gone? There he is. Search for this in our knowledge base, how to create conversations, not marketing messages. You can use our conversation buddy. Cool. Oh, messed that up. Let me just go back to there. Sorry, clicked on the wrong thing. All right, that's our conversation buddy. This will help you to write your database reactivation messages if you just want them to copy and paste and put them into the original one here. Okay, so a lot of information there for you guys. Again, if you're comfortable with this, great. It is a great way to completely randomize the time, randomize the messages, reduce the opportunity or the possibility of getting your SIM card flagged because of fixed time, fixed messaging, and so on and so forth. So great option to use. If you're experienced, definitely utilize something like this. If not, we have the other option over here and you can continue with that one. All right, thanks.